20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. Dale Earnhardt will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500. Finally.
Third generation star Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings him to the flag. Checkered flag waving. It's over. It's Earnhardt.
He's going to do it. He's going to win the race and the NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship. California's Kevin Harvick does it.
You are the 2014 Sprint Cup champion.
The 24-year-old from Dawsonville, Georgia, is about to join his father, Awesome Bill, in elite company. Chase Elliott is a NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Ah! Ring that sign, boys! Yes!
And the 1991 winner of the Daytona 500 is Ernie Irvan, the Morgan McClure Chevrolet.
McClure Chevrolet honk. What's going on, Phil?
What's up, buddy? What the fuck day is it? Tuesday?
Happy fucking Tuesday. I already messed up. I was trying not to say the F word tonight and it already slipped.
Whoops.
Oops. Anywho, Clean Air Show, episode 47. Got a couple special guests with us tonight, Phil. Pre-Bristol edition.
Looking forward to it.
I am too. We've got the fastest rising star in the ARCA Menards series. We got Chase Howard with us tonight. I already messed this up. Oh my God, I messed it up again.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Fuck, there we go.
We're struggling over here.
It's a daily.
Come on, Chase, welcome to the show. First time appearance here.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Hello.
And we've got your manager / best friend. Does he pay you to say that?
Only on Sundays when he feels like it.
Only on Sundays when he feels like it. We got Shayne with us here, his manager.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Shayne?
Got that manager voice.
I know. I feel like I'm about to get written up or something.
Busy.
So, fellas, let's talk a little bit here.
Go ahead, Chase.
Chase, give us a little background of like how you got into racing, where you started, where you're at now.
Oh, geez, Phil, just go right on into it.
Yeah.
You were beating around the bush. I figured I'd get the business here.
Let's just get the Wikipedia page going.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. I don't know. I started helping my dad when I was like 10 or so, and really didn't care anything about racing before that, and then just went once and stuck with it and decided I wanted to do it for fun. And about 2 years after that, I actually started doing good and winning, so I decided I wanted to do it, forever. So here we are.
Any influences to it or anything like that?
Other than being around it, no, not really. My dad actually wanted me to play football, which I was not very good at.
You don't have the build of a lineman, it don't look like.
No, not really. Or the talent for one either. But I can wheel a car, I think, for sure.
So you're an expert at pushing people around just in a race car, not on a football field.
Yeah, there you go. That works out a lot better for me.
I gotcha.
So now I know you came from open wheel. Like, is that all you ran before you got into ARCA?
Yeah. So sprint cars, midgets, micros, all that kind of dirt stuff. That's all I've ever done. Just Shayne and I up and went about and decided we wanted to do it a couple months ago and made it happen. And I figured the dirt deal would be a good, start to it, since that's what I'm used to. So started there, and it wasn't too bad, I don't guess.
So what do you run in dirt, for those that don't know?
We run mainly dirt sprint cars, winged and non-winged, 360 engines, 305s, 410s, all of that. Just about literally all over the Midwest, Mid-South, East, Southeast, just about everywhere. With, ASCS, USCS, Poweri, the Outlaws, USAC, all of that nature.
Did you ever come down and run at Hendry County Speedway?
I don't think so.
Like
I've been down to.
It's the furthest south racetrack in the United States.
Yeah. No, I've been to Ocala and Volusia with USAC
Yeah.
before, but I've never been to Hendry. No. Nope,
And you'll never
been
get to
down there.
run Bubba, or not Bubba, East Bay.
Never get
Yeah.
to race.
No, it was on my bucket list. Probably not at the top of it, but it was on there. Oh well.
I did it. I did it a couple years ago, and I could say that I didn't run good there, but damn it, I raced there.
Yeah, you got the race there. I mean, that's what I can say about I-30. I got the race there. I hated it at the time because I wasn't very good there, but I still got the race there before it closed, so it's pretty cool.
Out of the winged and non-winged, which one made you white knuckle more?
I prefer non-wing, a lot more than any of the wing stuff. Just mainly for me being a low budget racer, I could compete a whole lot more at with USAC at a little bit higher level than, like, my engines have no business with any Outlaws or high limit, series races, because I just don't have the money to fork out to put out that kind of power with. Plus, it's awesome. It's a lot cooler than running around with a big foil on top. So.
Now, do you guys build your own engines and stuff, or do you have somebody that builds them for you?
We do. We do build our own, which helps out a lot. Our cousin John does most of the work, and we just kind of put them together. But yeah, we do all of our own stuff.
Awesome. I know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
So I kind of, because Shayne's just been kind of sitting here in the corner, not saying much. I kind of want to get into when you guys met and how you guys have kind of progressed to where you are now, where he's kind of your manager, he's putting deals together for you. I want to kind of go down that road. So Shayne, let's get your background and your story here.
Yeah. So we met probably 5-ish years ago, sometime during 2020. Obviously everybody was, locked down. So everybody was on iRacing a lot. And so we actually met through iRacing. One of my mentors that has kind of gotten me into this business and wanting to make a career out of it, Rolando, he introduced both of us and became friends. And then years and years later, here we are. But Andrea also helps him a lot with putting deals together and takes him to a lot of the races so that he can focus on racing and not having to do all of the extra stuff as well. So she's just as big of a part of this as anybody.
So let's put it together to Chase's ARCA debut here. How'd that all come to be?
Yeah, Chase is known for randomly having thoughts of things that he wants to do. So it was just one random day. He was like, "Hey, do you think we could run an ARCA race?" And I was like, "Well, let me make some calls and see what our prices are going to look like." So I pretty much called every ARCA team in the garage or emailed every one of them. And we got a list of prices and we kind of looked at what would be feasible, what we thought we could put together. And obviously Rise Motorsports, they are the best bang for your buck team in the garage, in my opinion. Their cars are pretty good and their prices are very good.
So as somebody who's been in the sport, are you able to release some of those numbers on here or no?
I'd rather not, just because they kind of fluctuate so much.
Yeah, I understand.
But some races are obviously way different than others. You go run a Daytona, you're probably going to spend twice as much as anywhere else. So
what's like bottom line? What's it start at? Like, what can you get in a car for?
What's a range?
Yeah, I'd say probably the cheapest that you're going to get into an ARCA car now is $15K. Probably is about the cheapest you're going to get a race for. And that would go all the way up to the big teams that are $80,000-$90,000 a race. So it really. Then you get into trucks. I've got some experience in that as well. You're looking at starting at about 40, and that goes all the way to 150 a race. So the truck series is way more expensive, but it's also a lot more eyes are on the truck series as well. So it's just kind of a balance you have to weigh out.
So Chase, you come in, And naturally, dirt's your background, so your debut at DeCoin kind of fits your style. How does it feel running a stock car on a dirt track?
Yeah, it was. It took me. I won't lie. It took me a little bit to get used to it. But I mean, after about 5 laps of practice, I felt fine. Honestly, it really wasn't that bad, especially on a mile. You know, of course. I mean, I'm used to quarters and 3/8 and half miles. So the speed wasn't really an issue. I was, you know, it was pretty slow paced compared to what I'm used to. So I mean, it didn't take a whole lot to get adjusted to. It was pretty not easy, but it was a lot easier to figure out than I would assume somebody coming from an ARCA car or any stock car to a sprint car team.
What's the hardest transition you had to make from running the sprint car to running a car with fenders? Is it the weight? Is it the speed?
Probably the main thing for me was probably like entry zones and like braking points. You know, with the cars being so heavy, I couldn't. You know, sprint cars, you run wide open just about all the way around the track anywhere. So it took a little bit for me to figure out where I needed to lift and brake at, and just the size of the cars too. I mean, it took me a little bit to figure out how wide I am. You know, where certain parts of the car is and who I'm around. You know, how close I am to them. So.
And you had no shortage of action during that race where you were.
No, not really. No, I was really right in the middle of everything.
Yeah, you've transitioned and you're working towards the stock car. Like, what has been the hardest part besides learning that, I mean, you've got all that weight you're slinging around now, and you got to brake differently, and everything's so much different. Like, what has been the hardest part transitioning for you?
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, the braking is probably the main deal. Just not used to that much weight. I mean, they're 3 times the weight of a sprint car is, so it took some getting used to, and I'm still not 100%. Obviously, I'm still learning, but I mean, I don't think it took too long to figure it out. I mean, I was like 9th in practice times, and I think 10th or 11th in qual, and obviously ended up I think 7th in the race. So it wasn't too bad, I guess.
Now, I know you've been testing lately. I saw a video you guys testing for your upcoming race. How's that gone transitioning? Now you've run the dirt. How's it feel going to the asphalt side?
It was a lot faster for sure. Like, I haven't been in a race yet, obviously, but as far as the test goes, it was pretty fast paced. I mean, cars, especially on like whatever it was, like 38-degree banking at Winchester. It's, I mean, that's more than Bristol and Talladega and all of that stuff. So it was, as soon as you entered, it pulled you around pretty good. It was fairly easy, really. A lot. I think it was easier than like doing it on the asphalt than it was getting used to the stock car on the dirt, for sure.
A lot more control.
Yeah. It just sticks all around a whole lot better.
And Shayne, what's the biggest challenge from your end of it? Doing a lot of I'm going to call it this. Don't take it as like a jab or anything, but you're doing all the office stuff essentially. You're doing all the paperwork. What's been the hardest part on your side of it to stay on top of and work through?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, finding sponsors is the biggest thing for us, but it's also the most difficult thing. We were talking about it last night. In today's day and age, our biggest help is social media, but our biggest competitor is social media. Obviously, social media numbers is what we use to get sponsors and what we use to entice them. At the same time, the ability for them to go with Facebook ads or Instagram ads or Twitter ads, that really hurts, I think, motorsports sponsors. Also, it's really difficult to teach a sponsor about motorsports if they don't already know about it. they only see it as like cars going in circle a lot of times. They don't really see like the social media activation and coming out to the track and having a good time. So that's definitely the toughest part. But also, going into DuCoin, obviously, it's the first time Chase has ever had an experience with ARCA. First time I've ever had an experience with ARCA. So kind of trying to help him through like what paperwork he needs to fill out, how it needs to be filled out, things of that sort. Definitely, you realize how much of a stickler NASCAR is for everything because there's paperwork for everything. It's just paperwork on paperwork, but luckily we've done it, so we won't have to do it again. He's already in the system, so at least that process is done.
And what's the next project you're working on here with Chase?
Yeah, I mean, right now, obviously, we're still trying to work on selling Salem completely. We are going to do the race for sure. Still have some open spots on the car. Still have some passes left to give out for Salem. So definitely, if anybody's out there listening, just get in contact with us on Facebook, and we'd love to get you on the car. But yeah, that's really all I'm focused on right now is Salem, and then this should be our last one of the year. So then we'll get into the off season and work hard to see what we can do next year.
How much am I going to have to pay to get Phil's face smacked down on the hood?
What do you think, Chase?
I don't know.
$5,000 on a payment plan?
Well, I don't know.
Ain't nothing going to make cars get out of the way quicker than the sight of Phil's face.
I don't know. As many
telling you.
people as I know in the business, they'll probably want to wreck it. About tree fitting.
Yeah. I just got to catch up on some comments here. Completely missed out on this. Is this true, Chase? Are you taking Alex Bowman's spot in 2026?
Maybe 2027. I don't know about
2027.
But we're working on it. We're working on it.
He also wants to know if he can have a hot pass.
Hey man, I already know who that is.
That's Shayne's forte there. That's a Shayne's question.
Go ahead, man. Send me about 20 emails. I'll get back to you.
Make sure you check that spam folder now.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, Phil, I thought you were about to say something. I saw you open up your mouth, and I was like, I'm just going to shut up.
No, I was just sitting here. I was just thinking, trying to think of the next subject. While we think of something, why don't we roll in? We'll let these guys take in our weekly.
Oh, boy.
Boy. It's okay. We'll be good today.
I doubt that. But anyway, episode 47 means car number 47, car history in the Cup Series. Phil, in the nicest way you can, please take it away.
If I'm reading it, it might be a little bit less.
I just want to point out before you get into it, Chase will have some opinions about the current driver of the 47.
Yeah,
they're good friends.
I think I know where you're going on this.
This is actually a perfect episode number to have you on.
In NASCAR Sprint Cup Series competition, the 47 has started 1,299 races and has 26 wins, 32 poles, 152 top fives, and 324 top tens. Fonny Flock made 11 starts in the 47 from 49 to 50, including the first of his 11 career wins. Fonny was part of a NASCAR pioneer family of drivers, including brothers Tim, Bob, and his sister Ethel Mobley, NASCAR's second female driver.
11 races Richard Petty didn't win.
Thank God. Buck Baker is known for driving number 87, but he did start number 47 twice in his career, including one win in 1960.
One more than Richard Petty had.
So we got a Dick this week.
Oh, jeez.
Dick Hutcherson.
That's a new Dick.
That's a new Dick. It's a brand new Dick to the show. He's best known for piloting car number 29. Great number. But in 1965, he drove 47 in one race for the only time. He won that race, giving a 100% win rate in the number.
Why wouldn't he stay in it?
I don't know. AJ Foyt drove the 47 in 5 races. He won his first NASCAR race behind the wheel of number 47 in the 1964 Firecracker 400 at Daytona. Jack Smith won 21 races in his NASCAR career, and 18 of those came in his 193 races in number 47 from 1958 to 1964. Cecil Gordon got his start in the 47 and 49 races from 68 to 69.
Jeff Gordon's father, everybody.
Gordon would become better known for his next 15 years spent driving the number 24 car. Go figure. A Gordon in the 24 is literally what it says.
For the record, I don't know if that is Jeff Gordon's father. I don't believe it is, but
from 1970 to 73, Raymond Williams started 85 races in the 47. 74, Bruce Hill took over 47 and would make 63 starts from 74 to 77. Harry Gant drove the 47 in 54 races for Jack Beebe and Race Hill Farms in 79 to 81. After the first 4 races of 81, Gant left to drive where he would find the most success, the 33 Skull Bandit car.
such a beautiful car.
Absolutely. Ron Bouchard piloted the number 47 in 193 starts from 81 to 86. He's most famously remembered for earning his only career win in an upset victory in 81 at Talladega. Bouchard, Darrell Waltrip, and Terry Labonte came out of the tri-oval 3 wide, and Bouchard beat them by inches. Let's see. Morgan Shepherd drove the 47 in 16 starts from 86 and 86 and 88.
He couldn't drive roller skates, that's for sure.
He earned 2 of his 4 career wins during this time, so he got half his wins in the 47.
A career that spanned 40 years.
I still
Marcus
think Morgan was better at skating than Chase is.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. You've seen his wreck on pit road before?
Oh, I know. That's what I'm pointing out.
Chase, you bad at roller skating?
I'm terrible at roller skating.
Can we
Ice skating is a
contact
little bit
Morgan
different
Shepherd
story,
to help you out a
roller
little bit?
Terrible. Hate it.
Marcus Ambrose started driving for JTG Doherty Racing in 2008. He also drove the 59 in the Nationwide Series in 2007 and would continue to drive the 47 in select races during his career.
Road course driving, you know what?
Oh, yeah. That's about it, though.
That's about it.
SVG Senior over here.
But he was the product of one of the best Watkins Glen finishes in history, though.
Absolutely. And wasn't he part of that one in Montreal, too, with Robbie Gordon? Wasn't it him and Robbie Gordon?
The only Montreal race I ever remember was the shoe being thrown out onto the track.
I'll have to look it up. I think it was him and Robbie Gordon ended up beating the hell out of each other.
That's right. Didn't they black flag Robbie and he still raced all the way to the finish of the race? Like he never came off the
start or something, and he just kept going. Yeah. Let's see. While Ambrose has 2 career cup wins, neither of them came while driving 47. However, 2 of his 5 Xfinity wins came in the 47. Like his brother Terry, Bobby Labonte became a popular driver with smaller teams because of his past champions provisional. Bobby drove the 47 in 99 starts from 2011 to 2013, following the departure of Marcus Ambrose for Richard Petty Motorsports.
Someone had to drive it, I guess.
Well, the next driver, I mean, another one of those road course guys, you know. In 2013, no, I said road course. And I said driver. In 2013, Bobby Labonte was injured in a cycling accident and had to miss 2 races. Controversial driver A.J. Allmendinger was tapped to replace Labonte.
Old Dingaling.
Old Dingaling. Knowing Dinger had extensive road course experience, he was asked back to the 47 for Watkins Glen, where he earned a top 10. Several races after, the team announced that Dinger would replace Labonte for the remainder of 2014. This is a whole big, long thing. He didn't win in it, so we're just going to skip off.
He didn't win. Moving on.
Yeah, 2019, Ryan Preece took over. Preece started 2019 with an 8th place finish in the Daytona 500. It would be the first of 3 top 10 efforts of 36 races. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Well, he's just lucky he finished that race on all 4s.
He did almost. No, that was the 30-70 he almost flipped.
The 30-70 almost.
Yeah, that's
flipped.
right. In 2020, Ricky Stenhouse took over and is still driving for them.
Chase has more to add about that.
Big fan. That's it.
Huge fan?
I just want to point out. I want to point out that Ricky helped us with the ARCA stuff. Good dude. Good dude.
Well, I mean, we got to get down into that then.
It was just getting approved. You know, you got to send like 5 or 6 different referrals to just say that you're worthy enough to drive, and you're not going to crap everybody out for a corner.
How do half
Kevin LePage field?
Hold on, how do half the guys in the ARCA field have one of those?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a good question. But it's not for me.
I think they make it up. Some of them.
So
Phil, you better watch how you talk about Ricky. He gonna be hanging around your holler by the end of the damn show.
Come on, bud.
He gonna be leaning up against a set of tires, just looking at you.
Bring hot passes and some Cheetos.
Don't bring the Cheetos. You ain't gonna last that long.
So, how has that process been for you? I know, like you said, it's pretty tedious. You got to have all that, but like, I know you like. Is it you have to drug test and all that before you even get accepted to drive with them? Like, how's that all work?
Yep, we gotta, like you said, send referrals. Got to get drug tested. You got to send a racing background. Like you're past 20 or 30 recent races to get approved. You got to go get a medical, physical. I think that's it. There might be one more thing that I'm missing, but it's a whole process for sure.
I was gonna say you got to get a physical. I might be out on that deal, but then I look at half the guys in the field. I'm good.
Yeah. No, I think you'd be fine.
Nah, there's other things. I'm just not allowed.
Next week you're allowed. Any more drivers there on the 47 list?
Yeah, we got Curtis Turner had 8 starts, Greg Sachs 10 starts, Buddy Baker 4 starts, Bodine 3 starts, Rex White 2 starts, Junior Johnson 1 start, Elmo Langley 1 start, and JD McDuffie 1 start.
Chase is in the bottom left. Hey, Chase.
There goes Vince.
There goes Vince.
There goes Vince.
I'm in the bottom right on my screen, but sure.
I'm just glad
you're
Vince is
definitely
here.
bottom right.
Vince only pops in every now and then in comments. You should feel special.
Yeah, true.
Vince had this on his calendar since we said we were going to do it.
Hey, Vince, we all said that Shayne looks like Gonzo from the Muppets.
Being bullied.
Being bullied.
It's like if Gonzo and Barry White had a kid, dude.
Not Barry White.
It's the deep voice, man.
So during one of my iRacing races, during my interview, the broadcaster had like a tab at the top where he could type things in, and the producer typed in, "You cannot tell me this isn't the voice of somebody from Bob's Burgers." I don't know who he said I sounded like, but it was somebody from Bob's Burgers. Like on the broadcast, he put that.
I don't watch that enough to tell you who.
I don't either, so I don't know who he's talking about, but that's what he put on there.
So gentlemen, what's free time like? Y'all are friends.
Free time. What's that?
iRacing.
I mean, for me, obviously, I work full time. I'm also in college, and then trying to help him as much as I can. So, as far as free time, I don't have very much of it. But during the off season, I'm sure we'll. Vince, don't ever say anything like that to me again. I'm sure that we'll get in and run some races in the off season. But if he's testing on an asphalt track or something like that for an upcoming race, I'd sometimes like to hop in there and just give him another car to race around. But you can ask anybody I race with on Wednesdays. I'm kind of a weapon, so
yeah, you are.
I guess I'm a good person for him to race around.
Ain't no bigger weapon than this guy, right?
Yeah. That's some good practice for ARCA there, then.
So have you used like the ARCA cars on iRacing to like, has that helped you learn at all?
I don't know. I have used them, and I've tried to use it as a tool, but honestly, not really. I mean, maybe a little bit, just kind of racecraft, and it did help, with the spotter deal, getting used to that, because obviously the dirt, the sprint car stuff, we can't use them. But as far as driving wise, no, it was all kind of, at the moment deal. As soon as I got there, couldn't really test for that.
Yeah.
We asked Brayton Lasser the same question when he came on, and I think his response was not only similar, he went a little bit further, and he said the truck actually drives more like the Xfinity or the ARCA car than the ARCA car does.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about comparing the two. Obviously, I've run them on iRacing before, but I haven't really thought about it, compared it. I'll have to go try that now.
Well, I don't know, man. Anybody who says that, iRacing can help you for that kind of thing, I mean, they ain't playing off just a desktop steering wheel and pedals and stuff like that. They're in the full sims doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it can help. I know that like the dirt side of stuff has helped me. I think, like in the midgets and sprint cars and stuff, I think it has. Just seeing things before it happens, and being able to just build, like a mental strength, I guess, sort of thing in it. And I do like the fact that you can go under the garage and, read and learn how different setup changes, do what, and how the car reacts different. That's kind of cool to me to know and feel, and, go back and play with and make mental note of that.
You basically, what you're feeling because of that, like when you're in the actual car.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a good feel pretty much anyways. Like, I can tell you what it's doing, and pretty much, I don't know what you changed, but I'll tell you, that it's changed something. Like, it's gotten looser here or tighter here, or, something. But I like being able to go and look and read what, does that change and makes it feel like that, and, do that.
We lost AJ apparently.
Yeah, we lost the guy.
He said he'll be right back.
3/4 now.
So Shayne, on the marketing and that side of it, like, I know you're fresh into it, but like, do you have anybody you can lean on? Like, how are you learning that? Is my question. Like, is it self-taught, or are you going to school for it?
Yeah, so right now I'm just still like kind of in the general education part of college. So I haven't really gotten to any specialized classes, but I mentioned him earlier in the show. Rolly, him and I met before I met Chase, so probably closer to 6 years ago. But really, the last 4 years, he's kind of taught me everything he knows. He owns his own marketing agency in motorsports, giving me access to a lot of documents and outlines and things of that sort that I wouldn't have otherwise. So he's definitely made it easier. But also, everybody has to find their own way. Like, when it comes to cold calling, you have to find your own, if you want to call it a script, even though I don't really follow a script. But you have to balance the line. You have to be professional, but you can't be too sales mode. So it's like a lot of that stuff you just have to teach yourself. But it's tough, especially in today's day and age. Every company wants to hold on to every dollar that they can, just because everything's so uncertain. So it's definitely tough to get a company to be like, yeah, we'll give you 10 grand or 5 grand or whatever. It's definitely tough for sure.
It's hard even on a local level. Like, when I was still racing a couple of years ago, nobody wanted to come off anything. It was so hard to get any type of sponsorship.
Exactly. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, even trying to get just like local people to the racetrack or local people to Chase, because he's got a huge backing out there in Nesbitt, but it's tough. And it just depends on what race it is. Like, you might approach a company that's having a great month with a bunch of sales, and they're cool to do whatever. But you might also go somewhere that they've had a rough month and they just can't do it. So, but also most of your companies do their budgets for sponsorship as like year long. by the time you get here in September, October, those budgets are low because they've spent all of it in the first half of the year. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I think going into 2026, we'll be able to approach companies with fresh budgets and hopefully be able to get to some of them and get their support before we get towards the end of the year next year.
Welcome back, AJ.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
So, what are you guys looking forward to after your next race? Like, just pursuing the next one? Like, do you have any plans after that, or is that just your first one set right now?
What's the goals?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Thanks.
I don't even know, really. Whatever, pops up, I guess. See how the next one goes. Obviously, I've got a whole bunch of dirt stuff, I'm still doing on top of that. But I don't know. Let's see where it takes me, I guess.
So it was kind of on a whim. Maybe that's not the right word, that you got into ARCA for a start.
Well, sort of.
Is your main goal getting to Sundays? Traveling that circuit? Is it just kind of seeing where it takes you at this point? Is it
a little bit of both? I would like to, obviously. I think that's everyone's goal when they start it. But if I don't, that's fine too. Wherever it takes me. I just want to race for a living, so whatever happens, I guess. We're gonna work towards it, obviously, but either way it goes, it's the way it is.
And I'll give this question to kind of both of you here. Someone who is just trying to get their feet wet in racing, what advice can you give them besides having deep pockets?
Well, that's the main one. I would say probably go reach out and probably help, a team or two, like for a year or so, and or maybe even longer than that, and build a relationship with them, and maybe they'll help you start getting into someone else's cars, or maybe they'll help you build a car or something, or the main deal is just probably go help somebody and learn a lot about it first.
Yeah, I'd say from the business side, the best advice I was ever given was don't take it personal. And I think that's very important because if you're calling 30 companies a day, you're going to get hung up on 10 or 15 times a day. And if you take that personally, you're going to absolutely hate your job. So I think the number one thing is don't take it personally, but also don't think you're going to do it. Like it looks easy, right? It looks like, oh, well, they got all these companies on their cars, but to get 7 sponsors, you're calling 50 companies. Like it's a grind. So you're going to get hung up on, you're going to have people that are rude to you. I mean, things of that sort. But at the end of the day, that's the business we're in. And you just can't take it personally. I mean, the way I look at it is the worst they can say is no. And, for the folks that do say yes, it's really important that we build a good relationship with them. And maybe they start out at a B post or a C post, but they like the experience, and maybe next time they want to come back and do something bigger. So a lot of your companies start off that way. They don't want to give you a ton of money at first. They give you something to play with and see if they benefit from it, and then do something more. So I'd say my number one piece of advice would be don't take it personally, and build yourself up gradually. Don't try to just jump to the top.
So when you're reaching out to these different companies, potential sponsors, where are you looking at first? Are you trying to look local to where the racetrack is? Are you trying to hit like big TV market sponsors, like local companies for that? Like you're sitting down, you're getting ready, to try to find sponsorship for a race. Where's your first look at?
Yeah, I'd say it really just depends on how much time we have until the race. Obviously, this year we've kind of been on tight schedules just because we are like, all right, we're going to run this race. Well, it's 2 weeks out, so we don't have as much time as I'd like. But especially here in the off season, looking forward to next year. My first goal as far as companies that I reach out to are generally larger corporations, whether that be through email or through calling. But with larger corporations, you have to work through a lot more people to get to who can say yes or no. So you might have to go through 7 or 8 people to get to the person you really need to talk to. So I reach out to them first because that gives me the most amount of time to deal with them. So it allows me to get to the person I need to get to. Generally, second on my list is either people that are local to Chase, because like I said, he's got a really big backing out there in Nesbitt, or people that are local to the track, or people that are local to me here in the North Carolina area. Obviously, North Carolina is a big state for racing, especially down towards the Charlotte area. Everybody there knows racing. So, but also you think about Salem or DuQuoin or Toledo. The only NASCAR action that they see is ARCA once a year. So, we get spoiled with it because we have 12 dates within a couple of hours in the Cup Series. But for those guys, they only see it once a year. So it's definitely a lot of times something that companies want to be involved with. But still, it's just when you're racing in a real small town, it's really tough to find companies that have the capital to be able to support at that level. But I mean, for us, we've got plenty of different options available for all kinds of different budgets, and we try to work with them and help them out the best we can to help build relationships.
What are you laughing at over there, guy?
Cooper's comment.
At least you got one supporter, Shayne.
I'm glad, man. If I have no fans, Cooper's dead.
Why don't we scroll through some of these comments since we haven't tonight, AJ?
Wainward?
Yeah, that's my teammate on Wednesdays. Coffee. They started calling me Wayne and it stuck, so I don't know.
Wainward.
Like Squidward?
Hey Thomas, how you doing? Patrick, 2 new guys. Dirt car racing is freaking awesome. You got to have a big pair for that. Absolutely.
It is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
That does got to feel badass when you're sliding through a corner like that.
It's become normal for me.
Well, like as somebody who ran asphalt for so many years and then decided one weekend, hey, let's switch our car over and go run dirt. Like, there's nothing like it. Like you're out of control all the time, and it's just fantastic.
Being in control of something that's out of control. Oh, I already did that one. Susie, how you doing?
That's probably my mom.
Tate's in here. Taint gave us a honk too. What's going on, Patrick? Does Chase Howard take questions?
I don't know.
Within reason, I'd say.
I don't know. I guess I do.
Considering I think I know who that is, we'll see.
I don't know if you want me to bring up the first comment that person put. I'll kind of just leave it where it is.
Yeah. That one in the chat.
Alexander, welcome back.
I'll say it to his face.
Shayne, are you excited to root for Larson Saturday?
Oh, well, if it seems like it's going to be another race where he's going to lead 400 laps, I think I'll go to bed early.
495, get it right.
I think that'll be an early night. Good night, everybody.
Imagine how I'm going to feel sitting there watching
I flew all the way there for that.
That's what I said last year. I flew all the way here for this shit.
I will say one more thing about like the business side is just unpredictability. Like I knew 2 days ago that the next Friday I'll be driving 8.5 hours to Indiana for a race. So I mean, it's when you work full time and you're in college, it's tough. Like you got to get the time off of work. So it's and everybody that's involved, Chase's parents, Andrea, I mean, all of them have to take the time off of work to be able to do this. So it's definitely a big thing for everybody involved.
Phil, do you want to bring up your kid's comment?
Let's go, Larson. I don't.
That's the kid you don't claim, right?
The opinions of my kid are not anything valued here on Clean Air Show.
He's cool. Just 2 OnlyFans on the side. Get your bag, youngin.
Yep.
There you go.
Have to get Shayne to start selling feet pics.
Oh my gosh.
Shayne, have you thought about reaching out to OnlyFans for some sponsors?
I think I'll let Chase do that. I think I'll let Chase make that contact.
I think I'm good.
I got you, dog.
You call that Only Phil's.
There you go.
I mean, your kid's also upset that you don't claim him, apparently.
I don't claim his opinions. I claim him. I just don't claim his opinions.
Is that one of those where there's no question? He's mine.
Oh, yeah, he's mine 100%. I don't know where you got becoming a Larson fan from. But then again, I mean, when I was a kid, my parents were Earnhardt fans, and I rooted for Ernie Irvan just because I hated Earnhardt.
You're wrong. I mean, it's okay to admit you're wrong.
I will 100% say the man's a legend. He's a wheelman. I just wasn't a fan.
If week 1 was any indication of our fantasy football season, I think I'll be wearing a Larson shirt next season at some point. Had a rough week.
Why don't you come back to Daytona? You can wear it then.
Oh God. I think Jamar Chase gave me 4 points. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, right?
Yeah. No, I took him first round in one of my drafts, so
Unbelievable.
And Justin Jefferson looked like a bum till about the second half yesterday. I'm not reading your comment, Cooper. That's the one I can't bring up.
Yeah, that one will stay there.
That one's gonna stay there.
Most of Cooper's comments stay there.
Yeah, most of them. So, is it for Chase? Is it the structure that's hardest to get used to with like the ARCA side of things, as opposed to like dirt and stuff? Just the hoops and leaps you have to do to get just to race day.
I mean, it took a little bit. I don't know if getting used to it's the right word, but yeah, I mean, it took a little bit. Obviously, the dirt stuff, you just show up. Like Sammy Swindell said, you show up by a pit pass and, you get the race. So it's for sure different, but I think it's cool that they have all these, not really restrictions, but steps to being able to do it. I think it's adds a level of, I guess, professional to it.
So I think we've beat the nail on the ground on the ARCA stuff and, the background stuff. I want to know what your most interesting racing story is.
I really don't have one, I don't think.
Come on, everybody's
got one. Phil got kicked out of the same race 3 times once.
I also broke an axle doing donuts after I won the race.
I've never done donuts or wheelies or any of that stuff after I've won a race. I've normally just rolled across the scales and.
All right. Most mad you've been in a race car?
I really don't get mad.
He's already got the Hendrick personality down.
Jesus Christ!
I'm pretty chill. I don't know. I don't really get mad at anything.
Have you ever thrown your steering wheel at somebody?
Phil has.
Nope.
I've never thrown a steering wheel.
Those MPI wheels cost too much.
I threw a receiver at somebody.
That's what it was. You threw the fucking transponder at somebody.
Yeah, through the receiver, hit the track worker right in the nuts.
No, never done that.
Well, listen, my aim was impeccable. I'll tell you, I was racing Crown Vics at the Freedom Factory, and I threw it, and I was trying to hit it off its helmet, but it went through the passenger window and out the window net, and I don't think it ever hit anything. And there was a track worker standing on the apron, and it literally hit him in the nuts.
That's like a COD trick shot right there. That's pretty good.
He came up and tried to fight me. It was pretty funny.
I think I would have too.
Yeah, but he was 5'4", 110 pounds.
Yeah, all right. I mean, shit, Shayne, what racing story you got for us other than you almost got kicked out of Indy this year?
Yeah, we did almost. We didn't really get thrown out. The guy in front of us just wasn't very pleased with us during the race. But he was also a Chastain fan, and he died on lap 10. So I'm shocked he sat there the whole time. But I'd say probably going to the races. I'd say my Honestly, probably Indy, just because my guy hadn't won in 100 races, and he comes out and wins the race. So obviously that was cool. But going to the Tulsa Shootout last year with Chase and one of our other friends, Mario, and his fiance. It was cool to kind of see how that world operates, right? Because that was the first time I'd ever been to a dirt race. I mean, all I've ever known was asphalt. So I've been to Coke 600 a million times. So all I've ever known is asphalt. But it was cool to see that many races in one day. Like the first race kicks off at 8 a.m. and they race until midnight. Like it's ridiculous.
Now, how many How many mains do they start with during the shootout? I know, like the Chili Bowl, I know they have alphabet soup. Do they still do that? Like, is it the same for the shootout, or?
They still have that. There's just not as many entries in one class, I don't think. Like you'll have, I think it goes to like an E or maybe a C or D for, I think stock nomming is normally the biggest, entry list every year. It goes to like a C or D main. And then obviously you know how the alphabet soup works. So it's not as big. It doesn't go to like a Q or, nothing like that, like the Chili Bowl.
Yeah.
You have a Tulsa Shootout story. I know that.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Do I?
You won a race there.
Oh, it was a C. It was a C main.
That's still impressive.
That was the
More
part
C
of
main?
his best interview ever, where he forgot
I did see that
everybody
interview.
that he should have thanked. He just
Yeah.
blanked.
Yeah. They shoved a real bright camera in my face, and I forgot everything.
He turned into Ricky Bobby.
Yep, pretty much.
No idea what he's doing.
Pretty much.
So, what are your dirt plans coming up? I know you said you got some more sprint car races and stuff. Are you going to be traveling around doing that, or staying local?
I think I'll be more local this week. Then we've got a couple bigger races in October. I think we've got like the ASCS has a World Short Track Challenge. We've got the Flip Flop 50 with USCS, the Spooky 50 with the Hurricane Series, and I'll be planning on running. I think it's the Elite Non-Wing Series in Texas at the beginning of November, and then obviously the shootout and a couple other things, but not a lot for the rest of this year. Pretty much done.
Back to your interview, he just thanked everybody that walked by.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
One request from Cooper. Can you tell Miss Robusto I said hola?
That says
Or
holla. 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 Could be either way. Hola, holla, same thing.
Hola, hola. I don't know. It's Cooper. You never know what you're going to get. So you boys got some iRacing to do tonight?
I do, because obviously I race in a league on Wednesday nights, and we're racing at Gateway tomorrow night, and they released a new rescan, so we'll probably be running until 2 or 3 o'clock tonight, trying to figure out this new scan in one night before we race tomorrow night. So
You'll be all right.
yeah, we got to pretty much rebuild our setup from the ground up. So
And this guy over here showed up, practiced an ARCA car, and went racing. I don't want to read. Okay. Listen.
Well, unfortunately, the next gens handle like NASCAR Heat 5 cars now. They are awful.
Just don't run your Daytona road course setup.
I ran NIS the other night. I understand that one.
It's awful. It's rough. I'll take the ARCA car all day over this crap.
Oh, 100%.
It's so bad.
I enjoy our little ARCA league that we run, but
You guys need to raise the I rating so I can join, man.
It's funny
might even get
I'll
Howard
be
in
good.
there.
I think
I
I'll
can
join.
this season they said you can't even tank your rating. Like they're going to pay attention if you tank your rating to run in the league.
Yeah, they need
just
to
start
raise
a new
it, man.
account, Shayne.
I'm gonna name myself Chase Howard too.
I got a secondary Phil Ellis account if we need it.
And on every IP in Phil's house.
That's my dad's account. Did you guys know that if you get suspended and somebody else has iRacing in your house, they suspend them too now?
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
I
My
guess because
kid
it
will-
was. I guess
my
because it
kid
was because
will,
of the IPs.
Yeah, my kid will respond in the chat here in a minute. Guaranteed. They do an IP ban and shut it
wild.
down. So, like, I got suspended for 2 weeks, and it suspended him for 2 weeks because they said anytime there's access, somebody's going to go on other accounts. There he is. Dumbest rule I've ever heard of.
Somehow I've never been like, banned. I've been chat banned a few times, but
I have been as close to being banned for life as you can get without being banned for life.
I don't really run officials anymore. I stick to leagues and occasionally messing around in hosted sessions, but really the leagues is all I have time for now. So
I get on. I run a few officials here and there. Like, we'll run some truck stuff, and I try to run a bunch of ARCA stuff just because I'm trying to get better at those cars. And that's a good way to do it because you don't have a caution, so you learn tire wear really good in a 40 lap run.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you learn who the hell to stay away from.
I think the thing that sucks about ARCA on iRacing is like, for somebody in Chase's position that's trying to learn these places, none of them are on iRacing. Like DuQuoin's not on there, Salem's not on there. Like the majority of the guy, Toledo's not on there. Like the majority of the tracks that are on the ARCA schedule aren't on iRacing. So you can't even if it doesn't feel the same, you can't even like run laps to get used to these things on the walls and like brake markers and things of that sort. Like they're not on there. So
And there's nothing really.
I have seen Salem's been like running a campaign to try to get Iverson to come scan the track. So it'll be interesting to see if they ever do it.
I saw that.
And there's nothing relatable that like you can even go and try to learn anything from.
Definitely not Salem.
So if Dale Jr. At all has the misfortune of stumbling upon on our show, and you hear this, get the ARCA schedule scanned into iRacing.
Yep. Make sure we get put Winchester on there with a 38-degree banking.
Yeah,
I've
we can
heard
get that done in about 2 weeks. That'd be great.
I've actually heard Winchester is one of the tracks that's supposed to be coming in the next year.
It looked fun.
That'd be pretty cool.
It looked it's wild. Actually, it kind of reminded me of the iRacing Super Speedway, like how the banking is just straight up. That's what Winchester reminded me of.
Yeah, it's not far from it.
Still, you and I ran that in the league a couple times.
Yeah, remember you come off the corner, it's like you're hitting a ramp and the car goes airborne.
Where's the comment earlier? There it is. I remember pushing Dylan Ritchie to win while I was flying through the freaking air at iRacing Super Speedway.
I remember
when that place first came out, everybody got it, and then no one ever touched it again. Just like the SRX cars, like no one touches them anymore.
It's fun. We ran a car tomorrow race there that we were doing like 230 miles an hour.
I ran an IndyCar race there, and that was awful. Like, you barely touched the car, everyone was dying. It's like it was terrible. We were running like 240 or something. It's crazy.
Dang.
So you guys, well, Chase, I guess this would be more so to you. Plug your sponsors, man. It's been a pleasure having you on here today.
Well, obviously, I've got to thank, I guess, my family, Andrea, Shayne, of course, Two Fellas Moving Company, Shop Angry Duck, Slammed Enough. I mean, there's a lot that I'm missing probably. Metro Awnings. I don't know. There's countless. I can't think them all. It takes a lot to do what we're doing, and I'm very appreciative of all of them.
Shayne, you got any sponsors you want to plug?
He got most of them. Obviously, I want to thank Tim and Rise Motorsports. Like I said, those guys have been great to work with. Any questions that I've had, they've answered them. Same with the guys that work at ARCA as well. I never hesitate to email them if I have a question. They've been really, really quick to respond. So, yeah, we'll look towards next year, and hopefully we have a good run at Salem to close out the year. And I'm excited to get up there and watch him run. I wasn't able to make it to DuQuoin, unfortunately, so I'm happy to go see him run at Salem, and then we'll start working on 26.
Hell yeah. Well, if you're a sponsor and you're tuning into this, and you see Chase Howard, throw him a bone. Sponsor him.
Yep.
He's the guy up.
We could use it. We could definitely use it.
Fellas, thank you for coming on. Phil and I are going to do some breakdowns of Gateway and preview Bristol and all that. So we truly thank you guys for coming on this week.
Appreciate it.
And we look
Appreciate you
forward to
having us
seeing
on,
what you
man.
guys
Thank
have
you.
going on in the future. No problem. No problem. I'm just going to drop him out of there, Phil.
Dude, we were so big there for a second.
So, Phil, that was fun.
That was great talking to those guys. Really, you know, it's great to see the young guys doing it for themselves.
100%.
You know, they're working their asses off to do it, and it's good to see.
100%. 100%. We got some Gateway stuff to go over.
Top 10 race.
Dude, I don't understand all the hate Gateway's getting right now. I didn't think it was a
said in our
bad
group
race.
chat, I don't think it was a bad race. I thought there was good strategy. I thought there was decent stuff going on. You had Larson wrecking people. You had Chase wrecking people. I mean,
Poor Josh Berry, bro.
poor Josh Berry.
He can't finish a fucking stage.
But you know, everybody threw shade at Chase on that. But I mean, in all actuality, there wasn't a lot of room, and they were 3 wide.
They were 3 wide. I mean, I definitely think Chase washed up a little bit, and I don't think he intentionally did it to take out Berry. However, I do think you have to know your car in that kind of moment. You know, it just you know the position you're putting yourself in. You knew you were going 3 wide bottom there
That early.
100%. So you got to kind of know what's going on there. You got to know the situation. So, I mean, while it's not entirely on Chase, I completely understand the outrage on what he did. Like, I get that. The Larson one, I don't know what the hell that was.
He just drove up into him
He
straight
just
up.
drove straight, not clear.
Door bumper still there. He's gone.
It's still there. Oh, Phil, I wanted to bring up Charles Ramsey. He's got a lot of stories.
That's good. That's my buddy Chucky. We're gonna have him on post Bristol. Got some good short track stories. Big NASCAR guy. Got his own show. Local guy to us here. I've known him from racing for a while, so gonna be good to have him on after Bristol and
That'll
chat
be
up.
Sunday the 21st.
Yep.
Sunday the 21st at noon. We'll be back on here. Bristol this weekend, Phil. I'm sorry. Denny Hamlin locks himself into the round of 12 with a win at a Gateway.
Good for him.
He had the best car all day. It
But
seemed.
I said to you going into the playoffs, the Toyotas are going to be hard to beat, and they've come out and won the first 2 races. I mean,
Joe Gibbs Racing has won the first 2 races.
Yeah, they're gonna be hard to beat for sure.
And Bubba's looked good. Reddick's had moments where he's looked good. And he's also had moments where he hasn't looked good.
Briscoe, another good finish.
Flipping manufacturers, Bowman struggles on pit road again. So they have completely revamped that pit crew for this weekend at Bristol.
Bubba did as well.
Did they? I did not see
Bubba,
that.
Bubba had to pull into Denny's pit and get the lug nut tightened up on the left rear at one point.
So
I believe it was Bubba. I might be wrong.
We come into Bristol. We got Trucks Xfinity Cup. And apparently on the Cup side, they're bringing a softer tire, and they're putting down the PJ1.
Thank God.
We're going to have some cooler weather for it. Do we see that same tire wear we saw 2024 Spring Bristol? Or what I think is going to happen, is it going to be a much more mellowed out version of that?
I think it'll be mellowed out, but at this point, I think anything's better than what we got.
Anything's better than what we had last night race.
Yes. Yes.
God, that was a boring race, and I hate that was the first Bristol race I went to.
495 laps. That's just
How many laps did he actually lead in that race? Did
I don't
Larson
know.
lead?
A lot.
Kyle Larson, 2024 Bristol Night Race.
462.
462 of 500 laps. Does Larson win again Saturday, Phil?
No. Larson's been struggling.
You want to do picks? You want to do picks?
Larson's not what he was at the beginning of the year. After Indy and the Coke 600, man, he's just not what he was.
No, I mean, we've been saying that on this show for the last several weeks. There's something missing there. Who are you taking this weekend?
Give me Tyler Reddick.
Phil is going Tyler Reddick. I'll tell you who I'm going this weekend. Oh, who's your sleeper?
I doubt he's going to do anything worth a damn, but give me Corey Heim.
He's got a nice looking car this weekend.
Yeah, both those cars are really nice looking. He's had nice looking cars every time he's ran. At the back.
The Chiefs one I didn't hate either, but everyone else did. I thought it was a cool looking car. I'm going to take Chase this week.
Elliott?
I'm going to take Elliott. It's either a blessing or a curse. He ran second to Larson last year in this race. Runs the night race fairly well. But it all depends for that 9 team how they unload on Friday.
I think it's going to depend on how everybody unloads on Friday.
True.
Because I don't think there's a lot, they don't have any expectation. I mean, with the tire and the PJ1, they're going in blind.
This is such a track position racetrack, and qualifying is going to mean so much on Friday. Your winner is going to come out of the top 10. Whoever qualifies in the top 10, your winner's coming from there.
Yeah.
I'm taking Josh Berry as my sleeper this weekend.
That's a good pick.
They need it. They're going to throw everything at it.
I think out of anybody that's out, he's probably got the best shot.
100%. I mean, I don't think SVG's got a shot. Although, is SVG the last driver in right now?
No.
What's our... Well, let's pull up the updated standings. Currently, we got Hamlin, Briscoe, Larson, Bubba, Blaney, Byron, Reddick, Bell, Elliott, Logano, Chastain, Cindric. First 4 out, or the 4 that are out, are Dylan, SVG, Bowman, and Barry.
He's not in here tonight, thank God, but our only Cindric's fan's going to hate to hear this, but he could drop out of that top 12.
I think it's possible, for sure. I mean, he's the guy that's out if one of those bottom 4 guys win.
Yeah.
And I don't think Bowman's a slouch at Bristol either.
Mm-mm. Austin Dillon even really hasn't run bad at.
Briscoe for the win, sleeper is Busch. And my whole thing with Kyle Busch is what lap does he spin at? I feel like he has spun more times this year than any other year. I mean, every week he's a caution.
Mm-hmm. Seems like it. At least the last 3 or 4 races.
In a row.
Yeah.
And it might stretch back even further. Because wasn't he in a wreck in Atlanta too?
Yes. Believe so.
He is almost a guaranteed caution every week right now. What do you got for fantasy, Phil? I know it's early.
I haven't set my lineup yet. I'm kind of going to wait, look at qualifying positions, and then set it after that this weekend, I think. But I didn't do good last week. I didn't do good at all. I finished 9th, but I'm 9th overall. Hold on. last week, Amanda Love won, Cole the Bull second, Brandon fourth. Brandon's killing it lately. He's been up top every week. You know who surprised me though? Vince in ninth.
Not a good week for Vince.
Not a good week for Vince. He's back there with me, where I always play around at in the trunk. But Vince is still winning. Kyle Larson's iRacing account, Ryan Schreck second, One Blue West in third, Manda Love fourth, King J Hip Racing 3 fifth, Door Bumper Not Clear Brandon sixth, NASCAR Consistency AJ is seventh.
Seventh. Oh, you can't get out of seventh.
Cole the Bull 24 and eighth, me in ninth, Priscilla 10th, Jackhammer JT 11th, Dale's Mustache 12th, Casual Chaos 13th, Junior's Wild Bandits 14th, Victor 15th, Tate 16th, and Josh's Berry 17th. It's
Do you want me to go over my fantasy picks for the week?
Yeah.
Here's my early picks. Elliott, Bell, Byron, Logano, Barry, Bubba. Cindric over SVG, Bowman over Chastain, Elliott over Logano, Barry over Dillon.
I'll set one real quick. It'll be just to get me by.
Bush and Ware, same person. I mean, that's what it's felt like this year. That's 100% what it's felt like this year.
How many laps has Kyle Busch led this year?
Probably less than Cody Ware has.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Why is my dog barking?
Because what the dog doing?
What's the dog doing? I got to pack all my racing shit tonight.
I'm going to go.
Excuse me.
I'm finishing my pick'ems. Hold on.
You're good. You want to do big junk while you wait?
Yeah.
Big junk for Gateway. Where are we going? Oh, wait, we already did Gateway. How'd we already do Gateway?
I think you have it marked wrong.
Oh, you know what? I do. Darlington was Bowman. So who do we go for Gateway? Barry?
I was saying either Josh Berry or Larson for the mistake he made in spinning Blaney. But I think Barry gets it because he was junk.
Josh Berry was big junk. Thanks to Chase Elliott.
My picks this week, I went Christopher Bell. Well, for now, Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney, Josh Berry, Ryan Priest.
Not bad. Not bad.
Lots of I was looking at the entry list. Lots of people on the entry list for sure.
Phil, I do want to say this has been a fun show.
Absolutely.
This has been a fun show. I'm still waiting to see what paint scheme Chase is running so I can figure out what hat I got to bring.
All of them?
Probably. I know it's Napa, but is it the white one or is it the... Oh, here we go. Bristol paint schemes. Blue Napa. Blue NA paw. Perfect. Warburton skid steer Caterpillar. I bring that up to say rest in peace, Bill Davis.
If I gotta say Caterpillar one more damn time.
I do want to say rest in peace, Bill Davis.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of good stuff with him. Jeff Gordon posted a nice little thing about him. I think it was today I saw.
I mean, I would say Bill Davis deserves a lot of credit in the sport. I mean, one of the first Dodge teams, one of the first real staple Dodge teams, and longtime sponsorship with Caterpillar. It's a shame. It's a shame. That's all I got this week, Phil.
Yeah, I don't think we got anything else. No big news.
Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, please. Turn on your notifications, share. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Clean Air Show in your search bar. Other than that, it's time to go to the night race. I'll be there. I'm bringing the GoPro again.
Enjoy.
Will do, sir. Victor, I'll see you this weekend. Take it away, my friend.